Hey everyone, it's been a little while since I made a video, so I wanted to just make a quick recap of what's been going on over the last almost 2 weeks now, I guess, so that you guys are kind of in the loop as well, because I didn't just disappear because I wanted to stop making videos or whatever like that. Actually, my Discord account got hacked. Now, if you're in my Discord server or if you've kept watch on my profile page on YouTube or whatever, you might have seen the message, but my Discord got hacked about 2 weeks ago, a little bit less than that. And it's been a very stressful couple days after that. Now, at this point, both my Discord account and my email account are gone. I don't have access to them anymore. The Discord account is still kind of in the wind, although it now has a different name and ID code attached to it. So at least my name is gone from that right now. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on over the past couple of days. So Tuesday evening, I fell for the stupid scam of try my game. Essentially, somebody that I had talked to before that I didn't really remember too much, because I remember them being a viewer of the channel, but I had no actual knowledge of who that person was, didn't know how they were. And they just started messaging me, we started talking, and he was like, oh, could you try out this game for me? Maybe do some reviewing for YouTube as well. There's a little demo that takes 10 minutes. Go and check it out if you want to do so. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I sometimes get offers as well to check out games, to do something for example with Wizard of Legend, which I've done before in the past. But of course, I already knew those people, and this guy I didn't really know too much. But before I realized it, I clicked on the link, and by the time that I was like, this is kind of suspicious, it was already too late. I got locked out of my Discord, and my email address that was associated with the Discord also all of a sudden started getting a bunch of new and updated security information. So I was kind of fucked. Now, what happened basically after that is the next day, because this back and forth between me and the scammer went on for 5 hours until it was 5, 6 a.m. and I just was passing out from exhaustion. I went to bed. Next day I woke up and I essentially had to reinstall everything. I wiped all of my computer drives because I didn't know exactly where the virus might be, and I didn't want to take any chances that it would still be on my PC, so I wiped all of my drives, did a clean install of Windows, which meant that I lost literally everything that was on my PC, which is quite unfortunate because there were a lot of things I would have loved to keep, a bunch of pictures from going on holidays and that kind of stuff. As well as all of the footage, recordings that I had done, scripts that I had written, and other things for video making and that kind of stuff. All of my programs were gone as well, which I've now reinstalled most of them. But yeah, essentially it was a clean slate. Now, during that second day, or the first morning after, I guess you could say, I basically spent a lot of my time trying to change all of my account information on accounts that were still tied to my email address. Now, luckily enough, the scammer wasn't smart enough to boot me from my active sessions from my email address, so I was able to get access to my Discord account again. I was able to get access to my email address for a little while longer, and I was able to use that to change the account information on my Discord and change all of the account information that was tied to my email address. Now, unfortunately enough, I could not boot him out of my email account because he added all of this new security information, and because I did not have access to that security information, I could not change it. So because of that, the email account was essentially going to be burned. So I decided to just remove everything from the account that I could, and then try and safeguard my Discord as well. So I changed my Discord login information, I created a new email account for it, added two-factor authentication, added a phone number to it as well so that I could make sure I could still get back into it. But surprise, surprise, by the evening, the scammer was back into my Discord account. I had no idea how it did it. Now, apparently, there is a backup code that you have on your Discord for two-factor authentication, which I did not know about. So while he was able to get back in there, next morning, I got back in there again as well. Changed everything again this time, account information, and refreshed the backup codes as well. And then I thought, okay, this time for sure, I'm going to be safe, because I literally changed everything. New password, new email address, phone number, new backup codes. You shouldn't be able to get back in there again. But this is where Discord support kind of screwed me. So on the evening where he first stole my account, as you do, you message support and you're like, hey, I got hacked. Can you guys help me out? Now, what ended up happening is Discord looked at my account. They noticed that a bunch of things of the information are getting changed, like email addresses are changing constantly, passwords are changing constantly. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, we can see that something has been going on with the account. We've basically reset all of the information for you. Now, the problem here is that the original information is the information that the scammer had access to, because that links back to the email address that he has access to as well. Now, luckily enough, At this point, while he had ended my live sessions of my email address, I was still receiving email notifications on my phone, so I could preview the little emails, but I couldn't open them anymore for some reason. Very weird, but that's kind of how it ended up working out. So I was able to kind of like catch the email coming through that my account information had been reset. So I was going to quickly change it all. But the problem is, if you change your email address on your Discord account too frequently, too quickly, they kind of lock you out from being able to do that. So now my Discord account was stuck with my old email address. And this is also where I found out that two-factor authentication doesn't mean shit on Discord if you have access to the email address, because even though I had a phone number attached to it, even though it had two-factor authentication, even though I had changed the backup codes, because he had access to my email address, he was able to just change all of my information anyways. So at that point, I pretty much knew that it was going to be game over. Luckily enough, before all of this had happened, where he got access again, I had already disconnected any apps that were attached to my Discord. I canceled my Discord Nitro subscription. I transferred the ownership of my content creation Discord as well to a new Discord account that I made, who is still currently owner of the Discord itself, of like the Discord server. So the Discord account was pretty much okay, and I'd also send out word to most of my friends that like, look, my Discord is hacked, I might lose access to it again. So good thing that I did all of that, because I did lose access again, and at this point I still do not have access anymore to that account. So many days had passed at this point, and Microsoft support was able to get back to me a couple days ago. My email address that was stolen is now completely suspended, so at least the scammer can't do anything with that anymore. Unfortunately enough, the Discord account is still hacked and is still in the possession of this scammer. Now, luckily enough, he has changed the information of the account itself, so my name is not attached to it anymore. And I think if like some random person messages you that you've never talked to before, and they're like, hey, try out my stuff, here's some links, most people will probably be like, okay, that's a scam, because that's kind of like how it goes. But because my name was attached to it, I at least wanted to make sure that people knew like, hey, that's not me. I would not ever message people randomly being like, hey, try out my game, because I don't make games, I just play games. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that out there. So as things stand right now, email address is safe, quote unquote, because it's suspended. The Discord account is still out in the wild, and I also doubt that I will ever get it back. But luckily enough, while I did have access to my Discord account again, I was able to save the servers that I needed to save by transferring ownership. And I was also able to disconnect all of the accounts and apps that I had added to my Discord, so that he can't get in there either. So at the moment, things have quieted down. I'm still a little bit under the weather because the last few days I've been a bit sick as well, maybe from like all of the stress leaving my body or something. I don't know. I just decided to take a few more days to just kind of relax, because it's just been a very stressful almost 2 weeks at this point. So I do want some time to relax a little bit. Gonna watch League of Legends Worlds tonight. Looking forward to that, but just relaxing a bit. Things have quieted down. Things are okay as far as they can be. The Discord account is gone, which is a bit unfortunate, but on the other hand, it's just a Discord account. It's not the end of the world. And my email address has been blocked, so he can't do anything with that anymore either. And outside of that, he wasn't able to get any bank information. He wasn't able to get into any other accounts either. So everything else is safe as far as I know. And because of these things that happened, because they had the same password, all of my accounts now also have unique passwords. Using like some kind of a password randomizer program. I ended up using LastPass. If you're out there, you use the same passwords for multiple things, go download something like LastPass and go and change all of your credentials and whatever, so that something like this can't happen. Because the reason why all this happened is because he got my Discord information, and that information just happened to be exactly the same as my email address login information, and that is why stuff went tits up. So at the moment, I'm still reinstalling some programs, like I don't have everything back just yet. And then outside of that, I still need to go and record all of my stuff again, because all scripts, videos that I had recorded, gameplay that I had recorded, screenshots, thumbnails, all of that stuff is gone, of course, because I wiped all of my drives. Because I didn't want to take any chances. So I do need to recover all of that before I can kind of start making videos again, because can't really make videos if you don't have anything to talk about, or if you don't have any gameplay in the background. But that's kind of everything that I wanted to say. Just kind of want to get you guys up to date with some stuff that has been happening over these last 2 weeks. I'll probably take like another day or two to relax, like for example this weekend, because I'm gonna be watching Worlds. That's in like the middle of the night for me. So probably like today and then tomorrow or something, I'll probably still be chilling. But on Tuesday, I should be back to just streaming at normal time with my static and then also getting back to making some videos, because there is some stuff that I do want to talk about in Final Fantasy and other games as well. But that's pretty much it. Just want to give you guys this little update. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.